Welcome to this week's vlog, and today we're going to start with a question. The question is this: who did Jesus say is the light of the world? You may already know the answer, or you may want to be pondering it. I'm going to come back to that later. I'm in the habit of going out for a run every now and then, well, fairly regularly. Sometimes I stay in and use a treadmill or do different exercises, but on a Monday morning it's my custom to go out for a bit of a longer run than normal. Just a fairly easy pace, but a bit of a longer distance. And the route that I've been taking recently on a Monday morning is a route that has, for a short while at least, no street lighting. And because I get up at 5 o'clock on a Monday to go for my run, at the moment, although mornings are getting lighter earlier, they're still not light at 5 o'clock. So I take with me my trusty head torch, which fits on my head as you might expect, and lights up my route for me, which is really helpful, avoids me tripping over some unseen objects. Light is really important for us, isn't it? Just to change the tack slightly, I wonder if you're a fan of programs like Bargain Hunt or Celebrity Antiques Road Trip. One of the experts that's often featured on those programs is a man called David Harper. He's the one who often wears very bright trousers. You might recognise him if you watch those programs. Anyway, I'm currently reading a fascinating book by his called The God Conundrum. He would have described himself as an agnostic and really decided one way or another whether there is a God or not. But he has a daughter called Hetty, and she had for I think several years been going through really tough mental health issues, really struggling, and she tried all sorts of remedies through medication, through visiting experts in the field of mental health, and nothing at all seems to have helped her. And David was becoming increasingly anxious for his daughter because he tried his as well, and nothing he could do touched her situation. But then something happened in her life. She became what you could call a born again Christian. She had a real Christian experience, came to faith in Jesus, and in David Harper's own words, her life was totally transformed from being this person bowed down with darkness and despair and despondency. She's now showing the love of Jesus. She's almost a different person. And when that happened to his daughter, David Harper thought, I need to investigate this. So he spent some time looking deeper into the whole issue of Christian faith and belief and the Bible, and does it make sense, and who created this? Was creation did it come about by accident, or is there someone behind it? And he really spent a long time investigating, discovering, and most of all he saw the transformation in his daughter. Something must be happening to make that possible, and he too became a follower of Jesus. And there's a great interview with him and Canon J. John on the Facing the Canon. If you look up Facing the Canon on YouTube and look at the interview with David Harper, that's a fascinating conversation. But it was the transformation in David Harper's daughter that first got him excited or interested to discover more, and he discovered for himself the love of God in Jesus Christ. So to come back to the first question, who did Jesus say is the light of the world? Well, of course, he said, I am the light of the world. He is Jesus, the light of the world, the light of the world. But then he also said to his disciples, but you are the light of the world. In Matthew chapter 5, he says, you are the light of the world. And he says, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. So not only is Jesus the light of the world, but we who claim to follow him, who believe in him, who trust in him, call ourselves Christians, are to be lights in the world too. So we are to shine with his light within us. When somebody looks at us, they should see something of the light of Jesus. So if we go into a dark place, it should not fill us with fear because we carry the light of Christ. Indeed, the very name Christian is little Christs. And again, that's both a comfort because we have the light of Christ in us, but it's also a challenge. Do my friends, my family, my work colleagues, people I meet with day by day, do they see something of the light of Christ in me? So there's the challenge. Is the light of Christ in me? Do others see that? God is still in the business of transforming lives. How can we spread the light of Christ to those who might still feel that they're in darkness, that they too may come to the joy and the peace of knowing him? So there's today's thought. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening today.